Ah, got it. Okay, so we'll deal with the whole the villain thing.
Yeah, she's rated difficulty 2, and I mean I've only played her twice, but she seems a lot more difficult than that to me.
If you can keep on top of her crew, she's not hard.
Yeah, I mean
much on her own.
I've played her now 4 times. The first one I won in a walk, which is kind of my thing. Like, I beat Plague Rat the first time I ever played him in a walk. I beat Matriarch first time I ever played her in a walk. I beat Spite first time I ever played him in a walk. But then it's like the next 4 times I play them, it's like I get completely destroyed. So, yes, all right. Everybody's asking to see a new character, so it looks like we got another hero tonight, Omnitron-X. This would, of course, be the 10th iteration of Omnitron from an alternate timeline. He's no longer a villain. He has decided to work with us, work with the heroes. His time shift power is to reveal the top card of a deck and put it either into play or into the trash. Flip him over, and his incapacitated abilities. One player may draw a card now, one player may play a card now, or select a target, reduce damage dealt to that target by 1 until the start of your next turn. All right. So let's see. We're not going to let the chat pick the villain, because last week that was interesting, but it was also long. What are we thinking, guys, for who we should play against? We're not going to play against another new villain, so don't request Iron Legacy or Kismet.
Cosmic Omnitron.
Omnitron.
Oh, yeah, Omnitron versus Omnitron. You got to do that. Like it. All right, so we'll do Cosmic Omnitron, and I feel like the sort of the obvious choice is Omnitron at Cosmic Omnitron at the Mars base, but I feel like we've played that before. Let's see, what's a good combination?
You press randomize and see what happens.
Yeah, all right. Megalopolis. Wonderful. Yeah, Omnitron 4 would be awesome. Do we want to add a 4th hero, or are we going to just go with 3 again?
I'm fine with 3. We don't play with 3 very often in the stream. So.
That's true. It's usually 2 and 2. So, all right, that's fine. All right, so Cosmic Omnitron at Megalopolis versus Omnitron-X, a.k.a. 10, Tempest, and Argent Adept. And there's the funny bunny. Anomaly detected. Complete system override commencing. Second version encountered. Action. Prevent organic destruction. Calculating odds. Alright, so let's take a look at what we've got here. Omnitron-X. I already read his character card. He starts with a Bioengineering Beam, which is an ongoing card. Destroy an environment card. Omnitron-X deals 1 non-hero target 2 energy damage. We've got a Reset. Shuffle your trash into your deck. You may draw a card. You may play a card. Slip Through Time. At the end of your... This is an ongoing limited. At the end of your turn, you may play a card and you may use a power. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. Or Technological Advancement. 1 shot. Search your deck for a plating card or a component card. Put it into play. Shuffle your deck. You may draw a card. And so, for those of you who have not played Shattered Timelines on the tabletop, this Omnitron is actually very much like villain Omnitron. He has components that if Omnitron takes X amount of damage over the course of a turn, that component is destroyed. That's what a lot of his... and then he's also got platings, which make him immune to specific types of damage, so it's good times. Tempest starts with a Cleansing Downpour, Grievous Hailstorm, Lightning Slash, and Reclaim from the Deep. And Argent Adept starts with Alacritus Subdominant, Drake's Pipes, Instrumental Conjuration, and Vernal Sonata.
Hope you like playing cards.
Alright, let's see what Omnitron has in store for Omnitron. Start with a Railgun.
Yeah, Omnitron's his own nemesis, so...
Of course he is. And the Flechettes come out right away.
That's not okay. Too bad.
Because Omnitron-X has his own Flechettes.
Not too bad a start for Cosmic.
Wait.
I've certainly seen worse.
Let's see what Omnitron-X can do.
Alright, so let's see here. No environment targets out, so bioengineering is probably not useful. Reset. Even though there's not much going on trash-wise, draw a card, play a card isn't a terrible choice. Slip Through Time. I get to use an extra... basically play a card and use a power at the end. Or Technological Advancement.
That would be my recommendation.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I'll find a component or a plating, and then I can draw another card. So let's do that. So here we go. We've got ablative coating. This is for melee, projectile, and toxic damage. Then electro deployment unit. Start of your turn, either draw a card or play a card. Omnitron-X is this is what I was talking about. Components. If he's dealt 5 or more damage in a turn, destroy it. Elemental exo chassis. This is cold, fire, lightning, and energy damage reduction. Focus plasma cannon. At the start of your turn, Omnitron-X may deal 1 target 2 irreducible fire damage. Gaussian coil blaster. At the start of your turn, Omnitron-X deals up to 3 targets 1 lightning damage each. Innervation ray. At the start of your turn, up to 3 hero targets regain 1 HP. Or temporal shielding. This is psychic, infernal, radiant, and sonic damage reduction. Let's see here. Alright. You gotta assume that Cosmic Omnitron is probably going to get a bunch of drones out at some point. But let's see here. He's only doing... So that's projectile damage.
Omnitron often deals energy damage as well.
Yeah, energy damage as well. So let's see. I think I might do...
I often like to get electro deployment units out early.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking
get set up
at.
faster.
Yeah, I think that's what I might do. At the start of your turn, either draw a card or play a card. I think that's what I'm going to go for, actually. And I draw another reset. And, alright, so now his base power. Reveal the top card of a deck, put it into play or into the trash. This might be good for Argent Adept if he's going searching for songs or even instruments.
Yeah, what I like about that is that it works great on both heroes and
Yeah, totally. So what are we thinking?
Yeah, Argent Adept has the most setup requirements, so I'm fine with that.
Yep, or on yourself is fine too.
Do Argent Adept.
Well, kind of waste this, but it lets me play a card, so I think I'm going to go for it.
Play it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, yeah, I mean, may as well play it, unless it's something terrible.
Yeah, totally.
Like teammate.
Yeah. And I guess I'll just play the Subdominant, because I know I'm going to want that.
And I draw my flechettes. Destroy up to 2 ongoing cards.
Right.
Let me read that real quick. Destroy up to 2 ongoing cards. Omnitron-X deals each non-hero target 2 projectile damage. So yeah, it's a similar sort of pseudo-nuke card in the same way that Sedative Flechettes is for Omnitron 1 and 2.
Yeah, so now we can happily get rid of Omnitron's components because we've got your components in play. So Omnitron is not going to flip.
Yeah.
Take a look at, if you read Omnitron's villain card, Jeremy, or show people that.
Yeah, let's pop that up. At the start of the game, Omnitron enters play Cosmic Powered Exterminator side up. Cards are revealed from the top, blah, blah, blah. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are no components in play, Omnitron flips, but I have components in play. This is where I know that, a lot of times, especially when you're talking about just the base game, it's ongoings, it's limiteds, etc., but those keywords are important. And they are very different depending on how which characters you're playing.
So I'm just going to go ahead and open with a lightning slash on Omnitron.
So the chat heard the ding, which was me getting a text message, and that was asking if Mrs. Handelabra Games was asking if I was going to be late again tonight, and it was not. It was actually someone sending me a YouTube video.
Mrs. Handelabra Games.
She would prefer to be Ms. Handelabra Games, actually.
Okay.
Chain Lightning, always good to have in the chamber.
Alright. Gonna find an instrument. Gonna grab the lyra, I think, and hope for a rhythm. Nope. A And I think it makes sense to have you play a card, Jean-Marc. If you play Chain Lightning, then that'll destroy the railgun and the drone.
There we go.
This guy's a pussycat.
We'll see.
You think you're so cosmic.
Let's take it to the rooftops.
So Mario Fanatic says, whoa, I never noticed that before. That means Omnitron-X is by far the best way to go against Omnitron 2 Advanced. The ability to keep him on his default side without having components, that takes out part of what makes him a major threat, especially in games with more heroes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say in the opening to teach you some strategy that can help you win.
Somebody finally validated that.
There you go. Let's see. Do I want to draw a card or play a card?
So
Well,
the
if I
nice thing
play a
about
card,
this,
I can actually play a card and draw a card.
yeah, one of the nice things about the electro deployment unit is if you can get another component out, it also will go off at the start of the turn. So you can chain them together a little bit.
Aha.
And you might be able to find one using your reset.
Yeah, I'm going to play a card, which is going to be my reset. And then I'm going to draw Defensive Blast. And it's discard a plating card, which I'm not going to do. If you do, Omnitron-X deals each non-hero target 1 damage of each type currently reduced by a plating card.
That's a really good power.
Ooh, I have not seen that card before. That is a really cool power. I might
So yeah,
just
especially
reset.
if you have any damage boosts. It's
I was
really
going to
good.
say, I might just reset again going looking for one of my plating cards.
Yep, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Well, I would
See
look for a component, really.
Like ablative coating, melee projectile toxic.
Remember, you need to be able to discard one, so...
Yeah. Well, I've got it, so I can start playing it. And then you have it, you know.
Yeah.
So, let's see what I got here. Still not really concerned about that. So I haven't yet. Like, I should also mention to the chat, I've only played with Omnitron-X, I think, twice so far in testing. So I don't really know him or it all that well yet. And Slip Through Time is one of those cards that has mainly stayed in my hand because I'm always worried that I don't have enough cards to really use it effectively. Play a card and use a power, but it's Maze. You don't have to play a card.
Slip Through Time is great because you can play a card that has a power on it and then use that power.
Yeah. Alright, I'll get that out. Wait.
Oh, yeah, that
just
also
happened?
gets destroyed at the start of your turn.
Ah! Alright. Alright, we're backing up.
So you might not want to play it just yet. Play it during play card phase.
Right. Alright, so where was I?
Do we have to go back to the start of turn?
Oh yeah, we have to go back to the start of turn.
Start of turn. Alright, so I think I was playing a card, which was reset, which allowed me to draw Defensive Blast, and then I was going to reset again, which draws the Ablative Coating. Alright, so, yeah, we're going to hold that off. I think I might actually, because, yeah, so I'm still in start of turn. This isn't even my play card yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can get rid of the Disintegration Ray right off the bat, as well as deal 2 damage.
I wouldn't worry about the Disintegration Ray. We're going to be doing enough damage to get rid of that.
Yeah, because I can do... But with that, I can do 6 damage. Another... what is another choice, though? Let's see. I don't have that. I don't really want to do that. I guess I could get out my plating.
Yeah, I would play the Defensive Blast, personally.
Defensive Blast?
Because you're going to get to draw a card.
Alright, yeah, let's do that then. Alright, so now I'm in my actual play card phase.
Now you actually
Now I'll play the
actual
Slip Through Time. I don't have that.
And you could use your base power to try to get something else. Like you could potentially get a plating with Time Shift.
Yes, no, this is where it's dangerous. Omnitron-X. Omnitron-X. Alright. Oh, I can't put it into play. Wah wah. Elemental Exo Chassis. And this is another plating, which is going to reduce now... this one reduces 4. So I assume that means Defensive Blast will now do 4 damage instead of 3.
Yeah, and that's it'll do 8 damage because of Rooftop Combat, actually. Yes. And that's a good one to have against Omnitron because he deals a lot of energy damage. And
now, because of Slip Through Time, I get to use it right now.
Yep. That's a pretty good turn once we rebound. That card works really well with damage boosts.
Yeah, holy crap.
Because Nemesis damage. Nemesis bonus
12,
2, right?
12 damage. Ha ha! There goes the Disintegration Ray. Yeah, I see. These are the things that when I play Omnitron-X by myself, I did not realize some of these synergies yet. So that's cool. Good times.
A little bit of luck there, too.
Indeed. Which, as I believe I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, my current character that I rolled in Fallout 4 is a pure luck character. I maxed him out to 10 luck. So that's probably why I drew what I needed there.
That's probably the reason.
That's probably it right there.
Not a whole lot interesting for me to do.
Yeah, but you drew Localized Hurricane, which is one of my favorite Tempest cards. And I'm sure the chat knows exactly why.
All the damages.
Because it boosts damage, but then it also lets you draw 2 cards. It's like, it almost feels like cheating when you use that card. Because, yes, I understand, like, he also then takes additional damage. But I always feel like I end up with so much damage and extra cards from that I just, how can you not use that card?
Guess we don't have a lot of cards that we want to play, do we? Everyone's clicking on all of my things.
Yep.
You can ignore it. We'll probably just end up doing the same thing.
So someone asked if I'm looking forward to Prime Warden's Tempest, which is when I have to remind everybody that I almost never play the actual tabletop card game, which means that I don't know a lot of these things. If they're not in the video game, I probably have not played them much. So I'm looking it up now. Prime Warden's Tempest is base power, Arc of Power. Play up to 3 cards. Each time you play a card this way, the environment deals Tempest 3 lightning damage. Interesting.
It's more damage being dealt.
That is true. Alright, let's see.
So here's now where you might want to use your Disruptive Flechettes, because he's played Adaptive Plating subroutine.
Yeah. Question is, do I play it right now, or do I just draw a card now and then I'll have more?
That's true. You do have your regular play. So.
Yeah, I'm just going to draw a card. A second Bioengineering Beam, which I can play on my extra play. Right? Don't I still have... Do I still have that card out for the extra play? No, I don't.
It just got destroyed.
Just got destroyed.
You don't get that all the time. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Any of these we want to get rid of? No?
For no reason?
I think so.
I don't know. That's why I like to ask. It's cool.
Sometimes.
Alright, I don't have a plating card, so I guess I'm just gonna... Anyone want to see the top of their deck?
Sure.
Give one to Tempest.
Time shift.
See what happens. Ah, could have just destroyed it.
Well, still lots of damage.
So Mario Fanatic says, didn't they say at some point they plan to have at least one for every hero in the end? That is my understanding. I believe Greater Than Games has said publicly that they plan to have at least one variant, or in card game parlance, promo, for each hero in the game.
Draw all the cards.
Yeah, I've got cards, yeah.
Arcane Cadence. Sonic Blade says, poor Omni 2, he keeps getting all his stuff broken. That's what happens when he goes up against himself from a different timeline.
Do, 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 do. I think Omnitron-X would like me to have him play that component. So I can hook that up.
Whoa. Gaussian Coil Blaster.
Gaussian.
Oh.
Gaussian.
I always say it as Gaussian. Like degauss your monitor.
Gaussian.
Degauss.
Gaussian. Gauss.
Animated GIF.
I mean, it's a proper name and has a pronunciation, so it's up to you.
Sure. My Jossian component.
Who would like to discard? Tempest, maybe?
Yeah, I probably won't. Yeah, sure.
You got some duplicates. Or at least one.
Yeah, Mario Fanatic, I too have not yet received any sort of shipping confirmation for my copy of Villains. Which...
I don't think people are getting shipping notices, they're just coming.
Oh, they're just coming? Oh, I should probably go to
Yeah.
Launch House and see if it got shipped there.
So if you have you can sign up for a FedEx account to get information about that to your address, but I don't think they're emailing them, from what I understand.
Aha. Yeah, I went to the Launch House to pick up our mail like a week ago, and it was not there yet. Yeah, definitely gonna draw a card because I have 2 bioengineering beams. Innervation Ray. Well, let's start off by hitting all these guys. Let's read that Innervation Ray again. At the start of your turn, up to 3 hero targets regain 1 HP each. Versus Bioengineering, destroy an environment card. Omnitron deals 1 non-hero target 2 energy damage. I mean, is there any downside for me having less components out? At this point, at least?
You should try to have all your components out.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Let's get that Innervation Ray out. Alright, so what are we thinking? Should I kill this plating card, or should I just... Is that going to be 12 damage again? Or no, it's only going to be 8 damage now because there's no extra boost from the environment.
Do you have a plating card to discard?
I do. Or not to discard. Oh, it's discard, it's not destroy. Got it. Understood. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Reveal the top card of a deck, put it into play or into the trash. Unless either of you are dying for something, I might just do it to myself.
Nope. Do it yourself. That's usually a good idea. you can put that into play, and the other one will come into your hand.
Oh, it comes back to your hand. Got it. Interesting. So it's like, what's his name? Like Mr. Fixer's tools.
A little bit, yeah. And so if you have fixed point in play, you could have all the platings at once. And defensive blast would do a ridiculous thing.
Nice.
Have you tested that, Jean-Marc?
To yourself. That's usually a good idea.
What's that?
Have you tested what happens if you use defensive blast and when you have multiple platings in play?
Yeah.
Cool.
Should work. And I haven't received any bug reports on that, so... John Carnes beating the damage. That's my hero theme song for him.
The localized hurricane theme song.
The Tempest theme song. Dealing the damage, drawing the cards on the night. Cleansing, everybody gets better.
Moistening the team. Alright, I'm just gonna...
That was my interview song, by the way. They asked me, can you do music? And I was like, yep. And then I sang that. And then they were like, oh yeah, you're the guy.
You're hired. Oh, they're coming for me.
Fire trucks going down King Street.
Meep, meep.
Yeah, they're even like friendly. Hey, beep beep.
Well, since we are recording this, I could go ahead and release that song that Jean-Marc just sang on the next soundtrack. The chat demands it.
Bonus track.
Mario Fanatic asks, how do you get multiple platings out? I know fixed point prevents destruction, but I can't think of any cards that prevent cards from returning to hand. If you look at the rulebook, indestructible means a card cannot be removed from play for any reason. And so that is why the card cannot be removed to your hand. Tempest use a power. Do some damage, draw some cards, take more damage, do some damage.
See, it's already catching on.
Destroy this card. I guess that's the final part.
Oh, right. So, like, Happy New Year, everybody. This is our first stream of the new year. I forgot the last one was actually like in the last couple days of December. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's out in chat land. We've already discussed as a company what we all did for New Year's, and we all
sorry, I have to do another thing.
Yes, Mr. Fixer can get multiple tools out with fixed point.
Give me a rhythm. I have no rhythm. I'm just noodling around.
Yes, that is something I've been meaning to talk to you about, John.
Playing harp solos.
You have no rhythm. Oh, adaptive plating. Yeah, so you guys are talking about dual crowbars and the pipe wrench, but what about dual jack handles? Which is a thing.
Dual crowbar is also good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dual jack handles actually doesn't do anything extra. Like it's all or nothing.
Ah, okay.
But one jack handle and two dual crowbars is like insane damage. Like it's just like it breaks the game almost.
Yeah, it's not infinite, but it's that's pretty crazy. I think it's dual crowbars also. It's your turn, Jeremy.
Oh, hello.
Hit those two things.
Yeah.
How do you hit the things? Yeah, innervated.
I suppose you could have 2 pipe wrenches, 2 dual crowbars, a jack handle, 2 hoist chains, 2 tire irons. You could have all your tools out with the help of the Argent Adept and so on.
Yeah, and if you're playing as Dark Watch Mr. Fixer, you don't even have to destroy cards when you use the power.
That's true.
So that
Start off with 3 damage.
So him and Fixed Point are just crazy. But you have to get all those cards out while Fixed Point is still around, so
You're right.
that takes a lot of work.
And Fixed Point discards at the beginning of the environment turn, right? So you basically just have 1 round to deal with it?
Yeah,
you'd want to have like Mr. Fixer going last and all the other heroes to help him play cards ahead of him.
Gotcha.
And maybe even have like the villain helping you play cards, like Set's Incapacitated Side or something like that.
So Kuchinawa 911 asks back, how did the Le Capitan fight go? Very quickly.
Why don't you ask the chat? Maybe they've learned some lessons they can teach you.
It went very quickly is the answer to that question.
Yeah. We swiftly played the game.
Yes. Which, if speed is the thing you're into, that means it was a real positive. It's a positive experience, that game against Le Capitan.
If we can't play cards, that's annoying.
Stupid hostages. What do you do?
But you can use your power to put a card into play.
What do you do? Shoot the hostage. Yes, I'm quoting.
Yeah, so one thing we can do next round is use Vernal Sonata and or Reclaim from the Deep to help have Omnitron-X start doing cool things with his power. Because we can control the top of our deck with those cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool. So he's immune to projectile right now. Cool. Alright, so I think I'm just going to see...
Yeah, Harbinger, excuse me, 00, correctly summarizes our game against Le Capitan, which is, the lesson is Pillars of Hercules equals very no.
Do you want to do Grievous Hailstorm, Jean-Marc?
Sure.
Or draw 3 cards, I guess, if you prefer.
Yeah.
You have 11 cards in hand. But, okay.
Yeah, projectile
So you
damage
need a projectile, right?
Was the last.
That's why I suggested Grievous Hailstorm. But 3 cards is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, I was reading the chat, so I was like, what?
2 cards, I guess.
Yeah, that's what happens in Game 2 a lot of times. Game 1, we tend to be really focused, and then Game 2, we're like reading the chat and talking and doing whatever.
I can't get no rhythm. There's a rhythm, not the one I want.
We can't get no rhythm cards out. That is the Argent Adepts theme song.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Tempest has anything he can discard.
Yeah, they're all very important cards. Interpolate.
Ooh, terraforming.
Uh-oh. Here goes all of our ongoing cards. And all your components.
And flechettes.
Are you ready? Your components are all going to blow up right now. There's only 3, so it's not too bad. But when you have like all of them in play, it's sad.
Yeah.
So this game was well in hand, but we shall see. We're getting complacent.
Hit the reset button. All right, so Singularity becomes fairly useless at this point.
Why? We have lots of.
Oh, was it just ongoing that get killed?
I have 2 equipment cards in play.
Okay. Well, so that would be 3.
I don't think you should play that.
Yeah.
But
All right. Innovation rate. At the start of your turn, up to 3 regain, or my bioengineering beam again, which I have not yet used this game. I think we're just gonna get the innovation ray out. All right. Anybody care to look at the top of their deck, or should I look at myself?
Go ahead.
I
have
myself.
my entire deck in my hand already.
Yeah. Focus plasma cannon. Done.
There you go. Free damage.
And I'm actually going to go ahead and draw a card, even though I'm going to take some damage. Electro deployment units. There's that card that we were talking about.
they're talking in the chat, Jean-Marc, about the unlimited damage combo with Absolute Zero and Fixed Point. Have you played around with that?
No. But I have thought about it.
Yeah, so Imbued Fire is the easiest way. And he just keeps hitting himself for fire damage forever.
Right. And then eventually hit somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and then he uses Cooling Blast. That's how he does the big amount of damage. Because he hits himself for a small amount each time. I guess it can ramp up if there's damage buffs, though, so it can be exponential.
Oh, man, I forgot about that. Oh. Can we rewind? I just made this mistake twice.
That is a feature in our game.
What is the feature? The rewind?
The rewind. He said, can we rewind? And I said, yes, we can, because that is a feature that we chose to implement in our game.
I remember that. I mean, John did most of the work, but I remember that.
Alright. That adaptive plating is pretty annoying, hey? I'm gonna get rid of it.
Yep.
I hate
Especially
it.
if you're me and you forget about it.
Over 9,000.
They said Jeremy chose to play a healing card other than a damaging card. The world has gone crazy.
Indeed it has.
Alright, now
Now that his equipment is gone, and he's going to hit us for a pile of damage.
yeah, I'm going to cleanse downpour. Then I'm going to downpour cleansingly. Is what I meant.
Feel like Omnitron has reset all of our great setup, and now we are unhappy.
Well, it would have been a challenge if you hadn't done something.
It's true, it was getting kind of quiet, and we're like, oh, nothing's happening, but he was preparing his
in the chat and not dealing any damage.
He was biding his time. Oh yeah, I'll put that rocket punch in hand, and I'm not going to draw a card right now because I only have 4 HP left.
Maybe Vernal Sonata could be a good idea now. Especially because everything we own is in the trash.
Not everything. Still have 20 cards in your deck. You have 10 cards in hand.
It wasn't a literal statement.
Let's see.
So Mario Fanatic CXV says, this is still the best hero-themed game out there. Legendary is fun, but it just doesn't feel very thematic. I actually had not played Legendary until I was at Gen Con this year, and I played it for the very first time. And I agree with what most of the sort of feedback I've heard about that game is, which is that when you play Legendary, you don't feel like you are a superhero. You kind of feel like you're Agent Coulson telling a team of superheroes what to do. And I agree with
Superhero middle management.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that assessment. That does not mean it's not a fun game, but it does mean that you don't actually feel like you are a superhero. Whereas in this, I feel like I don't know. To me, I always feel like I'm playing whoever it is that I'm playing. Like, I am Omnitron-X right now, trying to defeat Omnitron 2.
All right, can we plan to have Tempest put Ball Lightning on top of his deck and have Omnitron play it? Does that sound like a good plan?
Sure.
Okay. Can we remember that for Omnitron's turn?
Alright, so Ball Lightning.
Where's Ball Lightning? You played it before. Oh, there it is.
Let's see what you guys vote for here.
Omnitron-X sexually identifies as an attack helicopter. Yeah, I think that's a gender, right? Male, female, an attack helicopter. I don't know. I think I've heard that.
What do you guys think? Should I go for...
I would vote for reset.
Reset? Where's my reset? Oh, right, they were early. When I said Agent Coulson in regards to Legendary, what I simply meant was you feel like you are an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or, you know, possibly a middle management of S.H.I.E.L.D. sending heroes on missions, as opposed to I am a hero saving the world.
I think that plummeting... So the monorail is going to hurt Tempest and Omnitron. A railgun's just going to hurt us. Do we have a preference?
My preference is whatever you pick.
Got my super tonic back. It's super!
Oh, so Evil Dice Monkey says, just again to go a little bit far afield of the conversation here, even if you have played Legendary and not been overwhelmed, you need to play Legendary Encounters Aliens. It's such a huge step up. I have also heard that. I've heard, you know, Legendary is kind of a system, and they built several games on it. Legendary Encounters Aliens, I've heard it's actually really, really good.
The police have arrived.
And the Electro Pulse Explosive.
Yay!
Yeah.
Right?
So I draw my reset.
No, not right.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get killed by the interpolation beam playing reset, so I don't recommend it.
Oh, right. Shoot.
John?
I mean, if you play Singularity, you will at least do 1 damage to Omnitron. And you could destroy some equipment if you want to do more. I mean, we have the Electro Pulse. Are you going to enter the Stratosphere that instead, I guess? Actually, we're going to time shift you, or we're going to use time shift for Ball Lightning, and then you can enter the Stratosphere the Explosive. Potentially.
Yes, that is probably...
So where does that leave us here? Am I going to Singularity and just do 1 without killing anything?
I would probably hold on to Singularity and just play Bioengineering Beam just to have it, and then, yeah.
That's fine.
And then you have it, as you would say.
And then you have it.
There, now you can safely draw your card.
Hooray! I don't think we can do enough damage to it.
No, we definitely can't, so...
And you have 2 of those, so we can continue pausing it.
Yeah,
unless he plays 2.
For another day, for another day.
Chain lightning, that could come in handy.
Damage or healing?
I would go damage, but it's your call.
Jeremy?
I mean, you know me. The choice is between damage and healing. You know what I'm going to pick.
Okay.
So actually, a friend of ours, since everyone's talking legendary, a friend of ours at Gen Con was on the final table of the legendary competition this year. And they actually, I think I'm remembering this right, they all decided to sort of pool it together and all split the pot at the end, which was a pretty cool situation.
Yeah, I also just like the weird partial co-op nature of Legendary, where it's like you're versus each, so it like
it's
entices
co-op
you to.
until it's not.
Yeah, and it leads you to, if you try to win, then you're doing stuff that isn't good for the team. So.
Competitive.
All right, so I can do. So with
You can you can't bioengineering beam because it's a power. That's too bad.
All right, because the paparazzi's out. I think I'm just gonna draw a card, and then that way I can maybe have something else to play, like a reactive plating subroutine. Whenever Omnitron is dealt damage of a type currently reduced by a plating card, Omnitron deals one target 2 damage of that type. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. And now I think I'm just gonna reset.
Yep.
Reset.
Play.
Slip through time.
So you wouldn't get to use a power with that, so keep in mind.
True. I could play another card. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just plating. Rocket punch.
I think into the stratosphere again.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to come up with some way we're gonna actually deal with it. But
so people are talking about. Sorry, go ahead.
I can Vernal Sonata into the stratosphere back to the top of your deck, and Omnitron can play it. So we can get one more round of it, or 2. I think we're going to have to do that because we don't have any other way to deal with it. Until I get a statistic dissonant back.
yeah, or if I get a lightning slash and stuff. Basically, once we have the right things in our hand, we can. I guess chain lightning is 4.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But here,
Oops.
let's put an into the stratosphere on top.
So the chat is discussing a little bit about why, thematically, the paparazzi being on the scene would induce the heroes not to use powers. I think some of it has to do with something like the Sokovia Accords that are coming in Civil War. When the heroes are doing too many things that might cause collateral damage, they don't want the paparazzi to catch them in the act. And now they're talking about trip.
Oh,
Do not engage. Do
yeah.
not engage.
Oh, there's two police backups helping us out now. That's awesome. They're doing more damage to Omnitron than we are. At this point. Oh, great! Another interpolation beam.
Interpolation beam, yeah.
Another
Right.
explosion.
Drawing a card will hurt you. Here.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I have in my hand. Let's see if I play. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I have 3 equipment cards. What are we trying to do with that Electropulse explosive?
We're gonna put it on top of the deck again.
Okay, so we still have a way to do that?
For one more round, anyway.
Actually, what we can do is now finally we can use power. So you can into the stratosphere it, and then I can make you discard it with time shift. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
whatever you want, but just time shift Tempest so that he can put it on
That's
top
wonderful.
and then I'll
Well, I like it because it's showing it. It's showing off a new use for Omnitron-X.
yeah.
Which is the
It's actually a really good order. And this only works because our heroes are ordered this way too.
Yeah, so just like with Black Happy 10, we set things up to show you guys some strategy.
Alright, so I'm going to time shift Tempest, correct?
Yep. We totally intended this killer strategy also.
Exactly. This is exactly what we planned when we were discussing it before the stream.
Hold on, I just need to plug in my laptop here.
Omnitron is taking all the power.
So 1, 2, 3. It would basically be 4 if I singularity and killed all my equipment.
I would put it the rocket punch.
Yeah, I was
now
gonna say
and do
put out another
singularity.
rocket punch, and then I can have more for my.
Because rocket punching Omnitron is actually really good because it's going to have nemesis damage twice. And he's going to actually, we're going to destroy his stuff.
Uh-oh.
We lost Jean-Marc.
What's happening, Jean-Marc?
Oh,
Wait, we
he's back.
really lost him.
His computer must have run out of power.
Oh. And now he's back. Alright, Jean-Marc, you here? Hello?
I hear him doing things.
I hear him moving around in his room. Yep, and now he's gone again.
You guys there?
Yeah, are you here?
Hello.
Alright, I just couldn't hear you for a while for some reason.
We could hear you.
We could definitely hear you.
Oh. Could you hear me walking and
Yep.
Moving your laptop around.
Alright.
You should definitely flash flood those cops.
I could.
That's how you get the Civil War started.
Right, so we're discarding the explosive now, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so you can do whatever you want.
Alright, I guess I'll just put this out here. And I'll use it next turn. Wanted to get Omnitron back up to 10.
Get his artwork.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't like his damaged artwork?
Yeah, I wanted to make it in good shape. Or it. Or, wait, no. What's the pronoun if it's an attack helicopter?
It's
Something like that.
Alright, you may discard that Electropulse Explosive. Or put it to play. It's really your choice.
Play it. No. Yes. And that's how they lost the game.
Don't worry, there's another one in his deck. And there's only 4 cards
There's only
left.
4 left, yeah.
So yeah, it's 50% chance of a drone that's not a big deal, and then 50% chance of something awful. Actually, that might be a good reason for you to have destroyed your stuff because a singularity is coming up.
Yeah, that's yes. I just looked at his trash and I was like, oh no.
You will die if that gets played.
Not his trash, his deck. Excuse me.
So well, we'll see what happens.
We will see.
And we can't play cards anyways.
Acerx.
You can destroy that unless he kills you here.
Just automatons.
But he's gonna play another card, right? Oh, he plays them both. Oh my god. The drama.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah. So actually, time shifting. It says you can't play any cards. Oh, because of
Hostage situation.
Right.
But you can get rid of it.
I mean, getting rid of Hostage is good. Also, time shifting Omnitron is good. Like, we could get rid of both of those cards off the top of his deck. Or yeah. Well, I can let you do it once. Not twice now.
We can do this.
Actually, we can take him out if I let you play Singularity. Potentially.
I like that.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Because how many equipment cards are there? 6. Yeah. Well, it's not times 2, right? Yeah, it's just 1 each. So that'll be 7 damage. That's not enough.
I mean, it might not be enough to one-shot him, but I feel like that'd be enough to keep it well in hand. The police will help out a bit.
That's true. I don't actually have a way to let you play a card, though. So
Wah, wah.
I could try to find one. Which I will do.
Another sad trombone. Unless you put the other arcane cadence into play, and then
He can double cadence.
Yeah, I think the Alacritus of Dominance are in the trash, though. So it's not really helping.
oh yeah, they're both there. Well, the inventive preparation that accompanied.
I don't have a way to activate it.
Oh, you don't have the. Okay, never mind.
I guess I could have put something on my deck and then had Omnitron time shifted into play for me. And then I could have done that with another preparation, which I have in my deck. It was likely to come up, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's get ready for next turn. Probably the most damage is if you rocket punch him.
Yeah? Not
actually, though, it might be best to time shift Omnitron to the trash, because both of the cards he's going to play are terrible. That would be my recommendation, but it's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Goodbye.
So he is going to blow up our equipment, but I guess I shouldn't have played an instrument. Oh well. Good night, Omnitron-X.
Leftover.
Daisy, Daisy.
End of line. Oh yeah, what are his in caps? We got one player may draw a card, one player may play a card, or select a target, reduce damage dealt to that target by 1 until start of your next turn. Alright, what do you guys think?
Let Tempest play Electrical Storm.
That was what I was thinking. John likes to say the ideas that other people are thinking.
Yes, that's my superpower.
It's a pretty good one.
We should endeavor to finish this game within the next 11 minutes.
Alright.
So that I can take the train home.
Okay.
Flash flood the targeting innocents, maybe?
Yeah. Again, that was what I was thinking.
Oh man, someone is quoting Short Circuit in the chat. Well played.
Alright.
I am taking the ever so slightly crazier train home tonight. I'm taking, if we can get this done, I'm taking the 10 p.m., which is the green line, for those who are keeping track of the Cleveland rapid transit lines. So the super crazy train is the 10:15, which is the blue line. Today I did not park. I actually am going to be walking a block home, so I take the green line, which is at 9:30 or 10 o'clock. The blue line is the 9:45 or the 10:15.
Come on, police!
Take notes, people. This will be on the final.
Oh, and now
have destroyed his component. He's gonna flip for the first time this game.
and play everything.
Play millions of drones. Only 2. And heal, annoyingly. But not enough to save him from a lightning slash. Oh, you don't have it yet.
Not yet.
You can play Reclaim from the Deep, though, and draw it before your turn. Oh, but you can't draw cards. Yeah. Ugh. Stupid traffic pileup. I think you got this, though.
Evil Dice Monkey picked up the soundtracks since they were on sale over the holiday. Good for you.
Yeah.
I oftentimes just listen to the music of the game while I'm working or playing or driving my car around. Or defeating Omnitron 2 despite Omnitron-X being incapacitated. What up? There it is,
awesome.
folks. So there, you've now seen 2 new things from Shattered Timelines this evening. You've seen La Capitan, who defeated us handily due to my insistence on keeping out the Pillars of Hercules. And now you've seen Omnitron-X.
That was closer than I thought it was going to be.
It was, yeah. We were kind of skating at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it was when the ongoing and equipment's destruction came out that...
Yeah, well, none of his, like, crazy bad cards came out right up front. Like, we didn't get any EPEs, we didn't get... Actually, I think one of the first in the game was either a technological singularity or a set of flechettes, but it didn't do much because there wasn't anything going on yet. Alright, so there it is, folks. Thanks for joining us once again on this wonderful Tuesday night for Sentinels Live. Tune in next week for even more Shattered Timelines preview. And, I think that's about it, unless you guys have anything else to say tonight.
Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying the one-shots, and keep talking about them. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, keep chatting about them, keep streaming them, and, yeah, just keep playing Sentinels, and we'll check in with you next week.
And for those of you who are upset about having the misinformation one-shot, just think that means that she probably won't be in a one-shot for a long time now.
Or maybe she'll be next week's. Or
Yeah,
she'll be
every
100%
week from now
misinformation. That seems likely.
Alrighty.